Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I want to go straight to the program because we all know what is going on in Onitsha, in Anambra State. After Soludo made it clear that he wants to wage war against Biafra, against Ndibo, against traders, people have been writing on that. Some said, I've seen some people, just few number of them anyway, saying that he served them well, that Soludo is right, that he's right. He's the governor of the state, that he should do this and do that he cannot continue this your sit at home. You cannot continue this your sit at home and all that nonsense. I have few things to say. But before then, let me remind you that DPM, Dr. Orabueze, have just exposed Soludo and his cabinet, the illegitimate governor of Anambra State. He exposed him in many ways. We are going to touchlight it. Before then, please do me a favor, like this video and share it to many platforms of your choice. Igbo people are Igbo politicians. Let me not say Igbo people are one of the I don't know how to put it, but I have found out that they're not actually sensible. They have something going on mentally against them. No matter how sensible someone might appear to be, once you begin to side or begin to find yourself in the midst of politicians, Igbo politicians for that matter, there's this senseless spirit that will start possessing that person. Why do I say so? I may run a video on that later, but I just want to highlight it a little bit. We saw the news that Soludo is non-free. In fact, he's back into Nigeria. There's a video of him meeting some traditional rulers in Yoruba land. That's why I say I may run a video on that later. Why am I talking about it now? Why not wait for that video? Reason why I'm talking about it because I just want to connect this issue that Igbo politicians are the problem to themselves. Nigeria is a group of, it's just like a company where different people from different locations, different tribes are working with. They are working there. And anybody that find themselves in Nigeria, we always put their tribe and the agenda first. Before 1960, Igbos have been, the one trying to be a mediator, trying to solve other people's problems, trying to put themselves and their life and their lineage online to unify people who understand that there's nothing like unity here. The reason why they joined is because they joined Nigeria because they were being forced to. Even the Igbo people were forced into that, but they feel so relaxed than other people. Son Igbo is now moving freely, and guess what? His own traditional rulers, politicians, join him together with their brother Tinubu in the helm of affair to make sure to remove his name from wanted list, and the man is back home waxing, meeting people, and of course doing what he knows how to do best, bringing his people together. Whether you like it or not, he's actually fighting for his own tribe, whether fighting it as a separate entity like Yoruba Nation or fighting it within Nigeria as a country. Because one thing about Yoruba, they prefer their brother in name of affair than if you want to bring the most intelligent and most smart person from other tribe to them, they will rubbish that person. They focus their attention on that person that comes from their tribe. Can Igbo man say the same thing? That says no. Soludo, who is aware that Igbos have been sitting at home before he started campaigning as to become a governor of Anambra State. Igbos have been observing this at home, and he knew that Igbos are not joking with that. As one for, he knows the reason why people are actually sitting at home. The Biafran issue is not a strange thing to him because he grew up in Igbo land. He knows the consequences. He have worked in Nigeria as a CBN governor. He knew what happened. He understands it, but yet he is working against his own people, pretending to be a good citizen of Nigeria. But when you look at his own political counterparts from other regions, they are working hand in hand to identify that they are people first before any other thing. I don't want to say I don't want this video to be too long. I don't want to waste your time. I just want you to, hear what you said. Let's go through it because a lot is to say, to be honest with you. But I have to manage the time that we have. Listen and wait for that video anyway. That yes, I will try my best to record a video on Sunday Boho. Let's do a little bit comparison with what people are going through to compare it to what other tribe, other part of Nigeria, what they're doing and the way they see Nigeria today. Even though they are benefiting in Nigeria more than you, but you are the one working yourself off simply because you want to unify it. Can any woman beat his or her chest and say that you benefit from Nigeria more than Yoruba people benefit, more than Yorubas are benefiting? Can anybody beat their chest and say that you benefit from Igbo land? Can you say that you are benefiting from Nigeria more than Northerners are benefiting? The answer is always no. Even the South have benefited more than you. You are the one that in fact, everything works against you. You are the one that is willing to buy your people to prove a point that Nigeria must be one. Listen and go. Let's go through this post here. Okay, this is from COS Orabueze. She said, breaking 24 hours of Nigerian president, okay, which is of course Tinubu and co. After they dominate or they bring their madness to people of Anambra, hiding using Soludo, of course, to perpetrate this crime. And that is what DPM is talking about here. He said 24 hours of Nigerian President Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Nigerian Army Police, and delegitimized Governor Charles Soludo of Old Anambra State hold the people and markets of innocent indigenous Biafras at siege. Today, Wednesday, she made this publication yesterday. Today, Wednesday, January 28th, because today is 29. Today, Wednesday, January 28th, 2026, the United States of Biafra citizens have once again chose the path of peace and civility over the path of war. Buying, siege, oppression exhibited by Charles Soludo and Nigerian terrorist state that mounted integrated terrorists wearing police and army uniform in the peaceful in the peaceful sovereign Biafran land. It is the people, okay, inalienable right to choose when to open their markets or not. Charles Soludo and President Tinubu are forcing the citizens to open their markets on Mondays, which the people had declared as a voluntarily peaceful sit at home to restore and fully protect the United States of Biafra new nation. Okay? Said this was what PM Samuel Ekpa was telling and showing the world before he was arrested in Finland. We all know this. We all know this. But some people in Eastern part are pretending that they don't see these things. Why? What is the reason? Do you understand it? Why? Because when you look at other people from other, like Yorubas, Hausas, they don't do this, they don't bring this madness to their people. And Northerners are working hand in hand with Turkey to prove that they must replicate what happened in Turkey in Nigeria, which is to Islamize and conquer the whole land for Islam. Turkey is behind all these things going on. I said it yesterday that my own opinion, they are the one dropping Ngwaya, the mafia. Turkey, they have invested a lot in insecurity going on in Nigeria. The same thing they did in Syria. that actually made Israel to look at them like terrorist-sponsored state, and that is what many people have seen them. So DPM just made that post yesterday, as you can see. This very one that we are seeing now is just 1 hour ago. She made this post as of the time of recording the video, and we are going to go through it as well. Still pointing finger, exposing Soludo and his atrocities. You know what? Many people have questioned her. You said that you are going to bring a list squad. What happened? Those of them asking those questions fail to understand the circumstances that surround the event. Remember, people that are protesting and marching out, they are doing that willingly. Nobody paid them, nobody forced them, nobody, nothing whatsoever. You don't expect USB government to start engaging them with the firepower. There's the reason why you have to monitor, you have to define what you want. You have to monitor the situation at hand. It's not something that you can just go and say, okay, Oshebe, let's buy, let's buy. No. This is government, not gangster. This is government, not gangster. And to Soludo and his people, he think he's doing what he's doing out of his own will. He's doing those things because he felt that this is the best way to go. This is the best way, the best thing to do. But that's not the best thing to do. And somebody somewhere is one instructing him to do that because they want to achieve something. They want to see you, to provoke you, to start doing something that will work against your plan, so that the world will not see you as people who are incapable of governing their people. You don't know what is called civilization, or kind of being civil. You don't know what is called how to protect human life. You are more of violence than calmness. And that is what they are doing. That they just want to have, because this issue of the Nigerian government hiring lobby American government that there's no Christian genocide. Why turning around to go to Turkey to sign a contract, to sign a security agreement, whatever they sign in Turkey, which is gonna be, we're gonna talk about it later, because maybe we are gonna discuss that one as well, on a separate video. When you look at the whole thing, you can see that Nigerian government are trying to play smart in so many ways. So they are trying to play smart, looking for a way to make things look more easier for them, because they realize that the tendency of recognition and acknowledgement and acceptance is high. They have to use your people to provoke you to do something that will distract the plan, so that the peace and understanding, the harmony, the progress will be disrupted. That is the agenda, and you should not fall to that. Okay, forget about people gossiping and yapping nonsense on social media. Without wasting much of your time, please like this video and share it on any platform of your choice. I want you to tell me what you think about this. This video is going to be short, although it's getting longer, but I will try my best to minimize the minutes. Let's go through this write-up from COS. Like I said 1 hour ago, as you can see here, the Nigerian President Tinubu and the legitimized Nigerian Southeast Governor Charles Soludo in this video threatening the peaceful indigenous United States of Biafra USB citizens. Soludo said that he will use reintegrated terrorists and bulldozers to buy Biafrans, to buy Biafrans and destroy their businesses at the main market on the Biafra land territory if they refuse to obey Tinubu's order and obey their market and open their market on Monday. Watch the video. The USB government will defend the rights of the Christians, Biafran people, and their territory. The USB government will defend the rights of the Christians, people, Biafran people, and their territory. This is from USB government. Now, let's see if this video. Just a moment. Okay, this is on YouTube. this on YouTube, and I don't appreciate it, to be honest. If I'm aware that you're from YouTube, I'm not gonna play it. But let's see how far you can go on that. Because
I'm just from Oka. Everywhere is open. Government offices are open. Markets are open. People are going about their businesses. Then you come down to Onisha. Come down to main market. The once reputed market as the largest market in West Africa. Okay? Yes, sir. And it is listed. I have just driven all the way from the junction with us to this place. Through much of Johnson, I've seen through Johnson, I've seen through Bright, and the shops locked up. I've peeped inside, a few persons here and there. Okay? Anyone who has not opened, for main market, of all markets, to be shut down. I know that people have done this sit at home on Mondays for quite some time now. And as they say, an abomination that lasts a year becomes culture. No. This can no longer go on in Anambra. Are you hearing me? And I will tell you this. You either decide that you want to trade here or you can go elsewhere. Are you hearing me? Yes, sir. This main market, if you don't want it open, I'll come and take bulldozer and level it. Are you hearing me? And I'm very, very serious about it. I'm not joking. Going forward, any Monday, any shop that is not open will be locked for 1 week. And let me tell you this. As I'm speaking to you now, when I finish this whole main market and all the adjoining these things will be locked down for the whole of this week. There will be no market anywhere here. Are you hearing me? Each Monday will come and inspect. If people are not in their respective shops, it will be shut down again. If you like, I don't mind shutting down the market for the remainder of this year. If you don't like it, go elsewhere and trade. But if you're here, we're not going to allow this. It's plain economic sabotage. And also, we suspect whoever closes their shop to have some criminal intent.
Now, that is Soludo for you. When people begin to, after watching this, I think the best thing to respond to Soludo, now people are protesting and all that, they should extend this protest to Oka. Let it not be on it alone, because he bragged about on Oka opening and all that. This protest should extend to Oka. Soludo is not the only one that owns Anambra State. Anambra people from Oka should just learn from this and, of course, extend the protest to Oka. Bring the protest to him. So let him, since he wants to shut that market, he will not shut Oka assets. So he will not be in the government house governing his compound. One thing about black people, especially Nigeria, is that they always want to act as if they know when they know nothing. This is Idi Amin style of democracy. How can you be you're a civilian, but you are talking as if you're in a military regime? What is different between what Abacha did and what this? He's not alone. All of them. Democracy in Nigeria is just a joke. What this man should have done is, since they willingly locked down, the market, as a governor, you claim you are practicing democracy. But let me not say it because I can't teach them the job. Let me just edit here. Please let me know what you think about the whole thing, and put your comments. Let us know what you think about it, and I'm gonna end it here. Please make sure you like the video and share it on any platform of your choice. Do you understand the stand and the take of USB government based on the post from COS? Do you understand what she said there? Because this is about international community are listening and watching. You don't need to be, you don't need to go naked to pursue a naked mad person. Like a naked man, a madman who is naked, that picked up your clothes when you are taking your shower and begin to run away. You don't need to also come out from the bathroom naked and start chasing that madman. Both of you will be seen as mad people. So that is what I'm talking about. And please, let's hear from you. I want to know what you think about all we discussed so far this morning. God bless you and see you again. Bye-bye for now. Take care.